This is MOLOCH, and today we're going to do an acquire episode. This is going to be a new series that I'm starting, and it's going to be where I unbox and kind of show off art that I either commission or buy or someone gives me, and it goes into kind of my little collection. Eventually I want to be able to show a lot of this stuff and maybe sometimes rent out spaces or be able to do little things at galleries where I show off some of this stuff. But until then, I'm going to be showing you guys who watch my videos, because, I don't know, I like sharing the art that I'm passionate about and love, and I was really lucky to be able to get this, because this dude's art is pretty expensive. He's quite successful now. This is Chris Guest. As you can see, he's got a super cool little label on his shipping. I love that. That was cool. And he had this promo. He gave out this opportunity where for a very limited time you could get a free print. You just had to pay shipping, and it's a signed print, and that's just really cool of him, because normally I couldn't afford his work, but I do follow him pretty religiously. I share a lot of his work to my Pinterest because I don't really get a chance to curate or buy a lot of artwork, so I kind of put a lot of what I love there. Maybe I'll start putting a link to my Pinterest, if I don't already, into my YouTube description, so you can kind of see some of the art that I love. His paintings are really cool, and wow, there's a little signature there. 10% off my next order. Man, if he ever releases the blue-haired girl watercolor, one of those, I might have to splurge. Maybe that 10% will help. Yeah, you should totally follow him on Instagram if you like what you see. Hopefully, because it's wrapped in... actually, I can slip it out real quick so we can get rid of some of the glare. But yeah, he does a lot of these kind of really gorgeous girls with tattoos. Kind of makes me think of, what do they call, Suicide Girls or whatever that group is. He's got a pretty cool signature. And he tends to use a lot of this kind of blue and some of this purple, and especially the pinks. And I loved going back into his old Instagram posts, and a lot of them weren't as liked and didn't have that much attention. And there's this one painting he did, the blue-haired girl, and he eventually, did a series because it blew up, and it did really well. And he even references it in a few other posts where he's talking about, wow, it was this painting where I could start doing painting as a profession and not just a side gig. I'm still looking for my blue-haired girl, but it is a gorgeous painting and a gorgeous series. I love the way it looks when he did it in watercolor, and I love kind of the thick, very vibrant. It looks so synthetic, like a lot of the hair and the colors he puts into the people. And it's kind of this, it's got this kind of superficial kind of fake feel, but it's also super sweet and kind of like candy. Even though it's artificial, it's got this sort of attraction that you feel because it's so vibrant. It's over the top vibrant. Kind of makes me think of some of the themes and palettes and industrial paint that was becoming popular. What would that be? Would that be the 50s or the 60s? Where they were able to start pushing the kind of pigments they're able to have in paints, like in houses and cars. So you started getting these really, really overly vibrant sort of things. But yeah, I love the way he does tattoos and hair and figures and faces. So if you haven't ever heard of Chris Guest, go and check him out. I think he's living in London. He said it was made in London. I know he just had some works in the London Tattoo Convention. He just sent me the catalog with some of the works that are going to be in that. So yeah, look him up on Instagram. I'll probably put some of his links in the description if I remember. If not, you can remind me in the comments or just look him up. Show him some support. Check out his art. You might like it, especially if you like the way this print looks. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much for your support. It really helps me be able to actually do things that I'm passionate about, and hopefully one day I will be able to leave my part-time job and dedicate more focus to this, because the things that I make videos about are some of the things that I care about. So it's kind of a nice thing to do, to try and put effort into sort of personal endeavors and hope that some people appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. And at some point the Acquire series will be built up as I get frames, so I can show you some of my larger pieces and also acquire other things. I just barely bought some art from an artist I found on Instagram, so I'll probably be doing that once it ships. Thank you again, and take care.
You're such a sweet